Public opinion regarding the war in Gaza is seeing a major shift. New polling data showing support for Israel slipping sharply, especially among America's youngest voters. A survey conducted by Harvard CAP's Harris poll asked more than 2,000 registered voters a straight question. In the war between Israel and Hamas, who do you support more? And the results reveal a major generational divide. Let's break it down for you. Nearly 6 in 10 Americans between the ages of 18 and 24 said that they stand with Hamas rather than Israel, while older generations, in contrast, favored Israel. The survey numbers depicting the generational contrast. Roughly 2/3 of Americans between 25 and 34 support Israel. 7 in 10 of those between 35 and 44 take Israel's side and support climbing as high as 89% among those over 65. And the survey by the American market research and analytics company and the Harvard University also asked whether Israel's war campaign in Gaza amounts to genocide. On this question, the public split evenly. Half said yes, half said no. And when asked about criticism of Israel, 51% of the respondents said it stems primarily from concern about Palestinian human rights, not anti-Semitism. And these results perhaps depict a fundamental change in how Americans are viewing the conflict, especially the younger generations. You see, for decades now, Israel has counted on strong support in the United States. But this poll perhaps indicates that support is weakening and the generational gap is driving that factor. Nearly 2 years into the war, more than 63,000 Palestinians have died in Gaza, famine spreading through the enclave, deepening an already catastrophic humanitarian crisis. Israel also faces mounting legal pressure. Last November, the International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants, remember, for Prime Minister Netanyahu and his former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, accusing them of war crimes and crimes against humanity. Israel is not just losing support within America, but also around the world in many ways. Greta Thunberg, the Swedish climate activist, has joined a flotilla bound for Gaza this week. Dozens of ships are preparing to sail from Tunisia and other parts later this week, aiming to challenge Israel's blockade with a symbolic protest. And according to Israeli newspaper, the country's national security minister is reportedly drafting plans to detain Thunberg and other activists under harsh terrorist-level conditions, quote-unquote, in Israeli prisons. His proposal that would reportedly be presented before Netanyahu also includes seizing the ships and converting them into vessels for police use. Amid all of this, the Trump administration is reportedly floating a radical new plan for Gaza's future. According to the Washington Post, the proposal envisions placing Gaza under U.S. trusteeship for at least a decade. The document, reportedly 38 pages long, outlining an economic blueprint to transform Gaza into both a tourist resort and a tech hub. Palestinians who agree to relocate outside the enclave would receive financial incentives, including rent subsidies and food assistance. And the plan projects that up to a quarter of Gaza's population might permanently leave during reconstruction. Inside Israel, leaked documents are raising new questions about the military strategy. A classified assessment circulating within the Israel Defense Forces concluding that the major offensive launched against Hamas in May failed to achieve its central goal. It reportedly states that Israel, quote-unquote, made every possible mistake in executing the campaign. Every possible mistake. Together, the survey data, the humanitarian catastrophe, the situation, the legal challenges, even Israel's own internal assessments, pointing to a rather sobering reality. Israel is losing not just on the battlefield of global opinion, but also when it comes to the confidence of its allies and its own military ranks in a way. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.